Hello everyone, welcome to another Making Monday Lovable video. I will continue with the topic around becoming a scientific illustrator and what I experienced and feel like is important on that path. Last week I covered the basis, the root, to be as stable as possible, and the only person who can actually know how to do that is you yourself. You can always have people guiding you, but the core of it should be coming from the deep down within you, to really make sure that it's going to work out however you want it to work out. And today I will talk about why science, feelings and creativity are essential for scientific illustrators. So having studied biology and done my PhD and working in the lab, doing experiments, being, a scientist, it was all about experiments, data, analyzing them, presenting them, discussing about them. It was about being as objective as possible because, you shouldn't be subjective, which I think, in my opinion, it's impossible. We are always subjective. We are not machines. We always add our experience, our knowledge. That is the addition, but also the limiting factor when looking at scientific data. So it was always about this, and it was not really talked or lived much about the word creativity, even though creative thinking and creativity in problem solving and discussions are quite important, in my opinion. But the creativity when it comes to bringing also in feelings, for example, emotions, and there were certain feelings and emotions that were accepted, like anger when a reviewer would rip apart the manuscript, euphoria when it's accepted, happiness when an experiment works, deep sadness when it doesn't work. But at the same time, I was supposed to be as neutral as possible and to actually be happy when the manuscript is accepted, but at the same time telling you, but it will be ripped apart. So yeah, should I feel happy now, or should I feel actually worried and afraid that somebody will rip apart my work? So a lot of confusion, but actually not allowing emotions and being too emotionally invested. At the same time, being a scientist, a lot of scientists are super passionate. They love their projects. They put a lot of time, effort, lifetime, money, people, resources, nerves, crazy ups and downs into it. So of course they feel emotionally connected to that. And when it comes to displaying their science, many scientists are suboptimal in it, let's say. They can't, because obviously, if you're trained to be a scientist, you're not trained to be an artist and know how to use graphical programs or color theory or layout or any type of feeling that's involved to represent your science. So this is why it is super important for scientific illustrators to have that and to combine all of this science, this supposedly objectivity of somebody telling you what the science is about, the feeling as well, because getting excited about it and getting happy to be able to help somebody, and to get their energy and their enjoyment and amplify it and make them feel good about what they have done and make them feel like they're getting help to have their science displayed the best way. It's all connected to feelings, to emotions, to personal connections, to chemistry that you have with the client. And then you throw your creativity on it, your way of how you see things, how you think potentially they could be displayed, arranged, or what to use, how to use. Sometimes clients come and don't even know what they want, how they want it. So it's up to you to throw all of this, creative, sometimes crazy ideas out and see how it develops, what's picked up, what's liked, what's not liked. Often scientists have a limited, I don't know, it should be politically correct, but a limited way of seeing things. outside the box in an objective way. You are that objective person actually, because you don't know what they know. And some people, some scientists cannot visualize in their heads. So this is where you come in, and to have the science and the creativity and the feelings, the emotions, the connection to another person through this common interest in science and displaying it as good as possible is essential for a scientific illustrator. I'm just like having a look if I'm not forgetting any of my notes. Yeah, so it is a lot about mixing all of these things, and also making the other person comfortable, to sometimes, you know, laugh in a meeting, or to come up themselves with really unconventional ideas, because sometimes people don't dare to say something, to do something, to explore. But if you are open and receptive and share yourself all these things and all this, what makes you excited, for example, about this topic that they just explained to you, it will swap over to the other person, and it will amplify, and all this energy will basically be infused into that illustration as well. It will overall make the whole process way more pleasant, because if a client comes to a scientific illustrator, they have maybe never worked with one before. It's a lot of unknowns, a lot of insecurities, a lot of where, what, how, I don't know. And also I'm asking for help to a stranger if they don't know you before. It's not easy to ask for help. So if you also can consider this kind of feelings and this human factor in the whole science thing and the business thing and creativity and the whole discussion, it's gonna be a huge game changer. It's something to be really keep close to, you know, to yourself and to the whole process, to bring a type of flexibility in there as well, and kind of, you know, to feel out everything, your inner world, the outer world, the other person's world, what they perceive and what they give you to the outside, how they might feel on the inside, for you to combine all of these things into a, you know, package, which is the illustration itself, the time that the client is saving, and just this whole experience of discussing about it and coming up with it, and then the following weeks where you might develop sketches, layouts, and so on and so forth. So all of these things are essential to be put together and not be dismissed. That's really important, to not disregard them, and also keep the science in the center, keep the audience in the center that's supposed to see that illustration and that visualization as well. So it's a really complex mix of a lot of things, but to be also aware how all of this feels within you. How confident are you to be showing emotions and being excited with the other person? Maybe you're not so confident with doing that because it's about science and data. That will restrict the joy that the meeting and the whole working together could be. So if you're aware of this, that's a problem for you. Maybe that's something to work on. Or when you notice, oh, I'm holding myself back, I'm not telling the ideas that I have, and you feel regret after the meeting because you didn't dare to. It's also something to work on yourself. Like, okay, let's get there and try to find out why is it. So yeah, that's for today. The importance of emotions, feelings, science, and creativity, and have it all packed together in a nice package. So yeah, that's it for today, and I wish you a great Monday and a nice week, and talk to you next week. Bye bye.